Hello. I'm just setting up my. Yeah, that's better. I can see myself now. Couldn't see myself before. I'm just going to wait around it just a few minutes to see if anybody else is coming on or who else is coming on. Um, I'm using a new laptop, so let me know if the video or the sound isn't too good. See, I'm using a new laptop, so I'm not sure if the sound is good or what have you. But please let me know. But I can't see where I can get the comments at the moment, so. Um, but we'll just carry on in a moment. I'll just, as I say, I'm just waiting to see what's happening. Just going to put a comment about. Yeah, okay, I can see the comments. If you're there, then just let me know you're there by saying hi in the comments, and then we'll move on in a moment. Okay. Well, hi Laura, how are you doing? As I say, I'm just going to wait to see. So if you are there, just let me know you're there. So I know I'm not talking to myself, which I suppose can happen quite easily. Talk to yourself. But yeah, just tell me if you're there, and then we'll move on. And if you've got any questions, please just ask in the comments, and I'll try and answer them. Okay, let's just start, because as I said, people can watch this in the future. If they just click on it, they can watch it. So today, what I'm going to talk about is I suppose it's new to me. It's been going around a while, but it's new to me. Is a hypnotic gastric balloon therapy. I call it hypnotic gastric balloon therapy. I've fitted hypnotic gastric bands for many, many years with clients, and I've had lots and lots of successes with it. It's worked very well. I'm not saying it works for everybody, but it has worked very well for many, many people. So I've fit lots of hypnotic gastric bands. But recently, I've just been researching the medical field, and it looks as if gastric bands, surgical gastric bands, aren't really the thing that's done nowadays. They're tending to do, for the really, really obese people, more than BMI of more than 40, they're doing bypasses. They're actually doing a surgical stomach bypass for the really, really obese people. And for the rest, they're tending to do a surgical balloon, really, where they put a balloon into your stomach. And if you haven't seen it before, what they do, it's a little procedure where you swallow something. It's like a pill. You swallow it, it goes down into your stomach, and then they fill it up with saline to expand it, and that reduces the size of your stomach, which means you can't eat as much. And it's proven to be quite successful. I just watched a video this morning, and sometimes they can put 3 or 4 of these balloons inside of your stomach to really reduce the size of your stomach. So they fill it with saline, and that stays in your stomach for roughly about 6 months. Most of them recommend for about 6 months, and then they just take it out. What they do is they put a little instrument down your throat. They just take all the saline out before they pull it through, back up through your throat. So you got to have a bit of an operation. I think they do it under general anaesthetic, where they have to bring it out like that. Certainly you're going to have a tube down your throat and things like that. So that's the surgical one. And it works for many, many people. Just like everything in the world, it doesn't work for everybody. And for the surgical gastric balloon. They're saying that people who have a BMI of between 30 and 40, it's what they recommend nowadays. So if you've got a BMI of between 30 and 40, then a balloon is preferable to anything else. After 6 months, they take it out because they don't recommend that you leave it in more than 6 months. And what the sort of research I'm doing is people are saying that you will lose roughly 10% of your excess weight using the balloon. So you're looking to lose about 10%. But with everything else, I'm just looking at notes that I've made here. Even the surgical balloon, you have to do certain things before and after. So you're going to be put on a strict diet in a sense before. And what they recommend is that you just have fluids before, and then after you slowly introduce solids and things like that. So you will be on a strict fluid diet initially. You have to drink lots and lots of water. And the reason you have to drink lots and lots of water is because you've got to keep this balloon clean inside of your stomach. If you don't keep it clean, if it's not washed with the water, then food particles can get stuck onto it, and it's supposedly not very good for you. A lot of people report feeling of severe nausea after it. So it makes you feel really sick for a long time afterwards, which is not very good, I suppose. And I suppose with a real balloon, there is a possibility that it could burst, or it could just deflate, all the liquid could come out of it. The liquid they put in is only saline, so it's not dangerous to you, but it can burst. And what a lot of surgeons will do, will fill that balloon with a dye, a coloured dye, so that if it does burst, you will know when you go to the toilet, it's actually burst, and you can go and get it sorted out again. But obviously, if it bursts and it's inside your stomach, there is a chance that it's going to try and make its way through all your intestines and things like that. I do believe it will eventually come out, but how long it takes, I'm not too sure. So there's risk involved with anything. Certainly some of the balloons are fitted under general anaesthetic. So yeah, you have to have an operation to put it in and to take it out. So, but it works. And there's no reason why people shouldn't go for that sort of thing. The surgical balloon, I've researched, I'm sure there's other prices around, but you're looking at between £3,000 and £5,000 for the surgical balloon to be fitted and removed, and all the help that you get with it after that. But I want to talk about a client I'm seeing at the moment for weight loss. She's actually seeing me, and she's on my other weight loss program that I've got going. She had one of these balloons fitted, I think it was last January, or before then, perhaps she's had one fitted, and it was working great. She actually lost 4 stone in weight, really, really wonderful. But then something happened, and she thinks it's either burst or it's deflated, and it's stuck in her stomach. And she's really, really suffering with fear, anxiety, and everything that goes with it. And not only that, because of all this that's happened, and she doesn't know if it's still working or not, she's actually put weight back on. She's put more than 4 stone back on. So I'm helping her now to overcome it. But because of COVID and everything like that, and certainly if you're watching the UK, COVID, she can't get it removed. They won't take her in to remove it because they're not doing any non-emergency operations anymore. So she's got this balloon stuck in her stomach and she can't get it out. And she really is. She's gone through the mill. It's really, really putting a lot of stress, a lot of anxiety on her now. And the hope is that when they do get back to doing normal operations, she'll be one of the first back in there. to get it removed. So there's risk like that. So what's different about my hypnotic balloon therapy? Well, I just get people to believe under hypnosis they've got a balloon in their stomach. And you might think, well, how can that possibly work? How can you make somebody believe that you've got a balloon in your stomach? But just like the Hypnotic Gastric Band, when I did hypnotic, or when I do hypnotic, I still do them sometimes. When I did the Hypnotic Gastric Band, all I could do is suggest to that person's subconscious mind, that they've got a band around their stomach, which sort of tightens up and reduces the amount of food that can get through. And it worked. I had clients have that operation, hypnotic operation, and they'd come out of the hypnosis and they'd feel the stomach and they'd say, that's tight, that's a bit tight around there, I can feel it in there. And it worked. I had many, many clients lose lots and lots of weight with a hypnotic gastric band. But I think the idea of the balloon is really wonderful. So that's what I do. I'm going to suggest to people's subconscious mind that they've got a balloon in their stomach. It's not going to work for everybody. And I don't think anything can work for everybody, just like the real thing doesn't work for anybody. And not everybody is suitable for the real balloon, and not everybody is going to be suitable for a hypnotic gastric band. And really the people that will tend to do better with a hypnotic gastric band are those who can imagine really well. So I'm just going to do something with you just to find out whether it might work for you or not, but just to see if you might be suitable for a hypnotic balloon. So I want you to just do this. I want you to imagine putting your hand out in front of you. I want you to close your eyes. And I want you to imagine you've got a lemon in your hand. Just imagine you've got a really juicy lemon in your hand. So just imagine you've got that lemon in your hand. Just imagine it right now. You've got a lemon in your hand. It's quite a big, heavy one, so it's getting a bit heavier now. But just imagine you've got that lemon in your hand right now. And I want you to imagine now putting that lemon to your nose. And I want you to smell it. And you want to smell that citric smell. So just imagine smelling that lemon. Get that smell, that fresh smell of lemon, really. Smell it right now. Now I want you to imagine taking a bite out of that lemon. Just bite into that lemon and get that zing taste of lemon in your mouth. Just bite into it, taste it. Just imagine now biting into that lemon. Right now, bite into that lemon, taste it. Good. Now open your eyes. Well, if you could smell that lemon, if you could taste it, if you suddenly got a dry mouth or something like that because of the thought of the lemon going into your mouth, if you can taste it, then there's a good possibility that the balloon will actually work for you. And the reason it works is that our subconscious minds can't tell the difference between what's real and what's not real. Our conscious minds knows what's real and what's not real, but our subconscious minds can't tell the difference between what's real and what's not real. So by you imagine there was a lemon, there's no lemon there, is there? There's no lemon at all there. But if you imagine putting it to your nose and smelling it and then biting it, and you can imagine it, then you can imagine a balloon going into your stomach and being inflated and staying there and reducing the amount of food that can actually go in. So that's how it works. Your subconscious mind is very, very clever, your subconscious mind. And if you think about it, when I do hypnosis for anything, that's all I'm doing is suggesting things to people's subconscious minds. And if I give you an example of a young girl that I helped, just to demonstrate the power of the subconscious mind. And by the way, if there's any conflict between the conscious mind and the subconscious mind will always win. Because if you think about it, I've just got you to imagine a lemon in your hand. Your conscious mind knows there's no lemon. There's absolutely no lemon there at all. But your subconscious mind didn't, because it accepted what I suggested to your mind. So that's how it works. But if I go back to this young girl that I helped, a young girl called Hannah, if you ever look at my website, look at my blog pages, you'll see Hannah has given me a testimonial. But Hannah came to me because she lost her voice. She was an 18-year-old girl, lost her voice. And the story is that several months before she came to me, she had laryngitis, so she had a really bad throat. She went to the doctors. The doctor gave her some medication. But on the way out of the doctor's office, the doctor said, don't try and talk because you'll lose your voice. So Hannah went outside, and what'd she do? She started to talk, and she lost her voice. She had no volume in her voice. She obviously went back to the doctors to find out if there's anything wrong. Doctor gave her more medication. The doctor eventually sent her for a camera down her throat. The doctor sent her to see a psychologist and a psychiatrist. Nobody could find out anything wrong with Hannah. So her mum brought her to see me. Her mum explained that story, and I knew what to do. All I did, and this is the power of the subconscious mind, all I did was I suggested to Hannah's subconscious mind that, yes, when she had laryngitis, not a good thing to talk, because you're going to damage your voice or lose your voice. But now, several months later, when you don't have laryngitis, no reason why you can't talk. Hannah's talking perfectly fine now, because what happened is her subconscious mind believed what the doctor had said, and also believed what I had said. So if I can suggest them sort of things, then surely I can suggest that people have a balloon fit in their stomach. And that's how it works. So a little bit more about the therapy, really. So it's non-invasive. You're not going to feel sick, because that's one of the things about having a real balloon is lots of people report nausea. So you're not going to be feeling sick, because there isn't a balloon in there, really. But your mind will think there is. There's no discomfort. There's no risk of the balloon deflating or bursting. And you don't have to have it removed. You can leave it there forever. Isn't that good? Yeah. So it will consist of 3 sessions. That's all you'll need. I call it pre-op, op, and post-op. So in the pre-op, we'll go through exactly how I'm going to do it, what's involved, what hypnosis is, what it isn't, if you're not already aware of what hypnosis is. Explain exactly a little bit more in depth than I have today about the subconscious mind and how we can get the subconscious mind to believe something. I'll give other examples about how I help people lose weight, other ways, and how to stop smoking and things like that, just to illustrate the point. So I'll do over that. I'll also go into the needs that you're going to have to adapt your diet. I'm not going to put you on a liquid diet. I don't believe you need to be on a liquid diet, but you have to change things slightly. So I'll go into more detail about what I think you need to do in order to eat differently about food, because losing weight, yes, the balloon's going to help you, but it's not everything that's going to help you. You need to adapt your lifestyle, and that's what I'll do with you in the first session. Adapt your lifestyle, adapt the way you think and perhaps the way you eat in order to get you to do something different that's going to help you in the long term. Then we'll do the op on the second session. And the op is very, very simple. I'll just hypnotize you and get you to believe there's a balloon fitted into your stomach. The third session will just be a follow-up, just making sure that it still feels as if it's there, that you are losing weight. And if there's anything else I can actually help you with, I'll sort of work on that as well. There will be opportunities, obviously, if you want more sessions to carry on doing other things, and we can discuss all that, but the 3 sessions initially is what I'm going to do. So any questions yet? Please ask questions. I'm looking for questions as well. No? The cost, if you've seen my advert on Facebook at the moment I'm charging £199, but that's going to go up to £299 soon. Once I get people sort of booking in, then I will be putting the price up. And if you look around, most people will be charging around about that price for a hypnotic balloon to be fitted. So If you want it now, and I'm not going to leave the price at £199 for long, but if you want it now, then take this opportunity to do it. If you want to put comments here or message me on Facebook, just feel free to send a message. Do mention that you've watched this, and then I'll know that you've watched it and you've heard a little bit more about it and things like that. Any questions? Any thoughts? You might be thinking, what a load of rubbish that is. But I know the power of hypnosis. I've helped many, many people with all different things. If you go on my blog and my website, you'll see the range of things I've helped people with. And some people, I don't do miracles, but some people would say it was miraculous, some of the things I've done. So I truly believe that this can work for people. So I'll call it a day there. So thanks for watching, whether you're watching it live now or after once it's gone online and things like that. Thanks for watching. Take care. Take care of yourself in these COVID-19 times. And hopefully I'll speak to you soon. Bye for now.